Long before Israel had kings, God's people lived in a troubled land. Again and again, they turned away from the Lord. And because they rejected him, God allowed a powerful enemy, the Philistines, to rule over Israel for 40 long years. Many Israelites lived in fear. Hope seemed lost. But even in Israel's darkest days, God was already preparing a deliverer. In the small town of Zorah lived a man named Manoah and his wife. They had carried one heartbreaking sorrow for many years. They had no children. Then, one ordinary day, everything changed. The angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife. He brought astonishing news.
Though you have never been able to have children, you will soon give birth to a son.
But this child would not be ordinary. Before he was even born, he would be dedicated completely to God as a Nazirite. A Nazirite, from the Hebrew word nazir, meaning consecrated or separated, is an ancient Israelite who took a specific religious vow to dedicate themselves entirely to God. His mother was commanded not to drink wine or strong drink, nor eat anything ceremonially unclean during her pregnancy. And when the boy was born, no razor was ever to touch his hair. His uncut hair would be the visible sign of a lifelong covenant with God. Most importantly, this child would begin rescuing Israel from the oppression of the Philistines. Filled with amazement, the woman hurried home and told Manoah everything she had seen. She described the mysterious visitor as someone whose appearance was like an angel of God, so majestic that she had been too overwhelmed to even ask his name. Wanting to be certain they honored God's command, Manoah prayed,
"Lord, please let the man of God return and teach us how we should raise this child."
God heard his prayer. The angel appeared once again to Manoah's wife while she was alone in the fields. She immediately ran to bring her husband. When Manoah arrived, he humbly asked,
"When your promise comes true, how should this boy live?"
The angel simply repeated God's instructions. The mother must carefully obey everything she had already been told. Still unaware of whom they were speaking with, Manoah invited the visitor to stay for a meal. But the angel refused. Instead, he instructed Manoah to offer the sacrifice to the Lord. As the offering burned upon the rock, something incredible happened. The flames suddenly rose toward heaven, and before their very eyes, the angel of the Lord ascended into the fire. Manoah and his wife immediately fell face down to the ground. Only then did Manoah realize they had been speaking with the angel of the Lord. Terrified, he cried,
"We are going to die! We have seen God!"
But his wife answered with quiet wisdom,
If the Lord intended to kill us, he would never have accepted our sacrifice, nor promised us such wonderful things.
Soon afterward, the promised child was born. They named him Samson. The boy grew up well amidst the love of his parents. The Lord blessed the boy as he grew, and as he became a young man, the Spirit of the Lord began stirring within him. God's chosen deliverer had begun his journey. Years passed. Samson grew into an extraordinarily strong young man. But the greatest source of his strength was never his muscles. It was the Spirit of the Lord working through the calling God had placed upon his life. Yet Samson was also impulsive. He often followed his own desires before seeking God's wisdom. One day, while visiting the Philistine town of Timnah, Samson saw a young Philistine woman and insisted that she become his wife. His parents were deeply troubled.
Isn't there even one woman among our own people?
Why marry someone from the nation that oppressed Israel?
They asked. What they didn't know was that God would use even this situation to begin confronting the Philistines. As Samson traveled toward Timnah with his parents, danger suddenly struck. A young lion leaped from the vineyards and charged straight at him. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon Samson. With his bare hands, he tore the lion apart. No sword, no spear, only the power God had given him. Then he walked to catch up with his parents. Samson told no one what had happened. He simply kept it to himself. Sometime later, as he returned for the wedding, Samson passed the lion's carcass once more. Inside it, a swarm of bees had built a hive. Honey filled the empty body. Samson scooped out the honey and ate it. He even shared some with his parents, without telling them where it had come from. At the wedding feast, Samson challenged 30 Philistine guests with a riddle.
Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet.
For days, none of them could solve it. Desperate to avoid losing the wager, they threatened Samson's bride. Unless she discovered the answer, they would burn her and her family alive. The threat made the woman tremble with fear. Under relentless pressure, she wept before Samson day after day, until he finally revealed the answer. At last, on the 7th day, he told her the answer, because she was tormenting him with her nagging. She immediately betrayed his secret.
What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion?
When the Philistines proudly announced the solution, Samson knew exactly what had happened.
If you had not plowed with my heifer, you would never have solved my riddle.
Burning with anger, Samson left the celebration. Empowered once again by the Spirit of the Lord, he struck down 30 Philistine men in Ashkelon, took their garments, and paid his debt. Then he returned home. Meanwhile, his bride was given to another man. And that betrayal would ignite a conflict unlike anything the Philistines had ever seen. Samson returned months later, hoping to be reunited with his wife. As a customary gift, he brought a young goat and went to her father's house. But when he arrived, the door remained closed. Her father stepped outside with a troubled expression.
I truly believed you hated her, so I gave her to your best man,
he explained.
But don't worry, her younger sister is even more beautiful. Marry her instead.
Samson stood in silence.
Then he spoke with quiet anger.
This time, no one can blame me for what I'm about to do to the Philistines.
It wasn't just about a broken marriage anymore. One betrayal had led to another. Samson set out across the countryside. He captured 300 foxes. He caught all those foxes and gathered them together, tied them together in pairs, and fastened burning torches between their tails. As the frightened animals raced through the fields, fire spread in every direction. Golden wheat disappeared beneath roaring flames. Vineyards burned. Olive groves were reduced to ash. The harvest the Philistines had waited all year for was gone. When the Philistines discovered who was responsible, they demanded an explanation.
The man called Samson.
They were told.
He did this because his wife was given to another man.
Their response was swift and merciless. They burned Samson's wife and her father alive. The very people they claimed to protect became victims of their own cruelty. When Samson learned what had happened, his grief turned to righteous fury.
I will not stop until I have taken my revenge.
He struck down many Philistine warriors before retreating to a cave in the rocky region of Etam. The Philistines were furious. Instead of pursuing Samson alone, they marched into the territory of Judah with an army. The men of Judah were terrified.
Why have you come against us?
To capture Samson. We're here to repay him for what he has done.
The Philistines answered, rather than stand beside the man God had raised to deliver them, the people of Judah chose the safer path. 3,000 men went to Samson's hiding place.
Don't you know the Philistines rule over us? Why are you bringing trouble on all of us?
Samson answered simply,
I only treated them the way they treated me.
The men pleaded with him.
We've come to tie you up and hand you over.
Samson did not resist. He asked only one thing.
Promise me you won't kill me yourselves.
They agreed. They bound him tightly with 2 brand new ropes and led him toward the waiting Philistine army. As Samson approached, the Philistines erupted in cheers. At last, their greatest enemy had been captured. But in that very moment, the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon Samson. The ropes snapped apart like burned threads. He looked around. No sword, no spear, only the jawbone of a donkey lying nearby, then charged straight into the enemy. One after another, the Philistine soldiers fell. By the end of the battle, 1,000 men lay defeated. Not because of the jawbone, but because God had once again empowered his servant. When the fighting was over, Samson dropped the jawbone and declared,
With the jawbone of a donkey I piled them in heaps. With the jawbone of a donkey I've killed 1,000 men.
Yet victory came with a cost. Exhausted and desperately thirsty, he cried out to the Lord.
You have given your servant this great victory. Must I now die of thirst?
God answered immediately. Water burst forth from the ground. Samson drank, and his strength returned. The place was remembered as the spring of the one who cried out. And for the next 20 years, Samson served as Israel's judge, while the Philistines still ruled the land. But although God continued to use Samson, his greatest battle was still ahead. Not against an army, but against the weakness of his own heart. Years passed. Samson's name became known throughout the land. To the Israelites, he was a hero. To the Philistines, he was a nightmare. Every attempt to capture him had failed. No chains could hold him. No army could stop him. One night, Samson entered the Philistine city of Gaza and stayed there. When word spread that he was inside the city, the Philistines quietly surrounded the gates. They whispered to one another,
"We'll wait until sunrise, then we'll kill him."
But Samson did not wait for morning. At midnight, he walked to the city's massive gate. With his bare hands, he gripped the doors, the gateposts, and the heavy crossbar. Then, he pulled them completely out of the ground. Lifting the enormous gate onto his shoulders, Samson carried it all the way to the top of a hill facing Hebron. By sunrise, the Philistines awoke to find not only that Samson had escaped, but that their city's gate was gone. It was a humiliating reminder that no fortress could stand against the strength God had given him. But Samson had a weakness no wall could protect him from. He fell in love with a woman named Delilah. She lived in the valley of Sorek. The Philistine rulers saw an opportunity. Instead of fighting Samson with swords, they chose something far more dangerous. Deception. They secretly went to Delilah and made her an astonishing offer. "If you can discover the secret of Samson's strength and help us overpower him, each of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver." It was a fortune. Delilah agreed. She has already thought up her evil plan. She gently asked Samson,
"Tell me, what makes you so strong? How could someone tie you up?"
"If someone tied me with 7 fresh bowstrings, I'd become as weak as anyone else." Upon hearing that answer, Delilah immediately set her plan in motion. That night, Delilah secretly did exactly that. Philistine soldiers hid nearby. Then she shouted,
"Samson, the Philistines are here!"
Samson snapped the bowstrings as easily as thread touched by fire. Delilah frowned.
"You lied to me."
Again she asked. Again, Samson gave another false answer. This time, he said new ropes would weaken him. Once more, she tested him. Once more, the ropes broke apart like strands of grass. Still, she refused to give up. A third time she asked. Samson joked again, saying his hair could simply be woven into a loom. Even then, he escaped effortlessly. 3 times Delilah failed, but she did not stop. Day after day, she questioned him. Day after day, she wore him down. The Bible doesn't say Samson suddenly trusted her. It says she pressed him continually until he was sick to death of it. Finally, his resolve collapsed. For the first time, Samson revealed the truth.
"My hair has never been cut. I have been dedicated to God as a Nazirite since birth. If my head is shaved, my strength will leave me, and I will become as weak as any other man."
This wasn't because his hair possessed magical power. His uncut hair was the outward sign of the covenant God had given him from birth. By giving away his secret, Samson wasn't simply revealing information. He was carelessly abandoning the calling God had entrusted to him. Delilah knew immediately. This time, he had told her the truth. Upon hearing Samson's confession, Delilah finally carried out her final plan. She secretly summoned the Philistine rulers. As Samson slept, with his head resting in her lap, a man quietly entered the room. One by one, the 7 locks of Samson's hair were cut away. Then Delilah cried out once more.
Samson, the Philistines are here!
I'll escape just as I always have.
But nothing happened. The Bible gives one of its saddest sentences here. Samson did not realize that the Lord had left him. The Philistines rushed in. For the first time in his life, Samson could not resist. They captured him. They gouged out his eyes, bound him with bronze chains, and forced Israel's once mighty judge to grind grain like a slave inside a prison. The strongest man in Israel had become a prisoner. Yet even in that dark prison, God's story was not over. Quietly, almost unnoticed, Samson's hair began to grow again. Not because the hair itself restored his strength, but as a reminder that God was not finished with him. The day would soon come when Samson would cry out to the Lord one final time. Some time later, the Philistine rulers gathered for a great celebration. They filled the temple of their god Dagon with sacrifices, music, and loud shouts of victory. They believed their God had defeated the God of Israel.
Our God has given us Samson,
they proclaimed.
Our enemy is finally in our hands!
As the celebration grew louder, the crowd demanded,
Bring Samson out! Let him entertain us!
The guards led Samson from the prison, blind, weak, bound. The man who had once terrified entire armies was now mocked before thousands. The temple was overflowing with people. The Philistine rulers were there, along with nearly 3,000 men and women watching from the roof above. They laughed, they cheered, they celebrated what they believed was the greatest victory their nation had ever won. But they did not know God had not spoken his final word. Samson quietly turned to the young servant, leading him by the hand.
Please place my hands against the pillars that support the temple,
he said.
I want to lean against them.
The servant did as he asked. Standing between the 2 great pillars, Samson bowed his head. For perhaps the first time in many years, he wasn't relying on his own strength. He prayed.
O sovereign Lord, remember me once more. Please strengthen me just one more time.
This prayer wasn't the proud voice of the young man who once boasted after defeating 1,000 enemies. It came from a broken man who finally understood where his strength had always come from. Then, Samson placed one hand on each pillar. He took a deep breath, and with all the strength God gave him, he pushed. The pillars trembled, stone cracked. The enormous temple began to shake. In a matter of moments, the entire building collapsed. The Philistine rulers, the crowds, and Samson himself were buried beneath the ruins. That day, Samson killed more Philistines in his death than he had during his entire lifetime. Later, his brothers and relatives came to recover his body. They carried him home and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol, near the tomb of his father Manoah. Samson had judged Israel for 20 years. His story is one of extraordinary victories and heartbreaking failures. God gave Samson incredible strength to begin delivering Israel from the Philistines, just as he had promised before Samson was even born. Yet Samson often allowed pride, anger, revenge, and his own desires to lead him away from wisdom. Even so, God's purpose was not defeated by Samson's failures. When Samson finally humbled himself and cried out to the Lord, God answered him one last time. His story reminds us that true strength has never come from muscles or even from long hair. Samson's strength came from God alone. And while human strength will always fail, God remains faithful to accomplish His purposes, even through imperfect people.
A very long time ago, before you and I even hear, there came a time when a great mission was given to an ordinary man. A mission that would change the fate of one of the greatest cities in history. And his name is Jonah.
Jonah, get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. Announce my judgment against it, because I have seen how wicked its people are.
Nineveh. Our enemies, the ones who slaughtered our people. And God want me to go to them and call them to repent after everything they've done? God, you must be joking.
Tarshish, to the end of the world. You sure, son? It seems like the wind is pretty bad today.
Yes, I have business there. Important business.
All right, get on board. All right, boys, the wind is calling. Hoist the sail.
Sail ready! Ropes secure! Anchor away!
Ready to go! That's my crew! Next stop, Tarshish! Let's go!
If I can just reach Tarshish, maybe he will forget about me.
With a hearty cheer, Tarshish bound and the coast behind. Cargo safe and the weather's fine. No storm can touch this ship of mine. Sail away, lads, sail away. The wind is calling, the sea is wide. Sail away, lads, sail away. With a full hold and a clear blue sky, we'll ride the waves like a mighty steed, dolphins dancing beside our bow. The sun is shining, the gulls are free. There's no better life than life at sea. Ooh. I leave behind what calls my name, a burden too heavy, a holy flame. The open sea will hide my trail. Far from Nineveh, I will not fail. Winds carry me where none can see. This running heart still believes it's free. Will I be free? Blow ye winds, fill the sails high. Push us onward beneath the sky. No king, no worry, no heavy chain. Just salty air and freedom's reign. Sail away, lads, sail away. The wind is calling, the sea is wide. Sail away, lads, sail away. To Tarshish shores and the rolling tide. Sail away, sail away.
Yo ho, me lads!
Only a few more days and we'll be home.
Tell me about it. I can almost smell my wife's bread.
Hmm?
What is this?
hands! Calm yourselves! Hold onto the hulls so you don't fall overboard!
My God, help us! Oh, the sea is going to swallow us alive! Goddess of the sea, help us!
Wake up! Wake up! We're all going to die, and you're sleeping like a baby! Pray to your God! Maybe that God will listen and save us! There must be someone on this ship who brought a curse! Let's cast lots and find out who's causing all this trouble! Who are you really? What have you done that God is so angry?
I'm a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land. I ran from him. This storm is because of me. It's my fault.
What should we do?
Pick me up and throw me into the sea. Then it will become calm again. I know that this terrible storm is all my fault.
Row harder! This is pointless! Just do what I said! Throw me into the sea and the storm will stop! Please, trust me! Oh Lord, don't make us die for this man's sin! And don't hold us responsible for his death! You have sent this storm upon him for your own good reasons!
Unbelievable.
God! Why did you do this to me? Why?
Every breath inside this darkness weighs upon my trembling soul, not from the cold, not from the waves, but from the weight of what I've stolen. I ran so far, I thought I'd win, a fool who tried to flee from you. Now I'm swallowed by the sea I chose, trapped in the prison I made true. Show yourself, even here in the deep. I cannot hide, I cannot sleep. I thought I could outrun your call, but you have found me after all. I'm sorry, Lord, I'm sorry for the pride that made me flee. In this belly of the hell I see how wrong I've been. Forgive me. Where the cold currents meet the silence is a river of my memory. All the warnings I ignored, all the mercy I refused to see. I was different, I felt chosen, yet I turned and ran away. Now I face what I most feared. Your voice still reaches me today. I have always been so stubborn, normal rules I tried to break. I believed that I was clever, but all I did was make mistakes. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of my own will. Now I know I've been changed forever because I ran, and you love me still. Where the deep sea meets your presence, there's a Father full of memory. In this darkness all is found. When I was lost, you hunted me down. I am found. I am found.
God, I know you hear me from this deep belly of hell. You threw me into the deep sea, but I remember your faithful love is bigger than this sea. I remember everything. I remember how you called me, and I ran like a stupid little kid. I deserve to die here. But please, give me a second chance. I will go to Nineveh. I will say what you want. I will offer a sacrifice of thanks. Salvation comes from the Lord! God, thank you for not giving up on me.
Get up and go to the great city of Nineveh and deliver the message I have given you.
No matter who we are, we all make mistakes. We get lost. We become afraid. And sometimes we choose the wrong path. But our mistakes do not define us. What matters most is what we do next. Because every ending can become a new beginning when we choose to rise, learn, and keep going.
Not long after the great flood, Noah's family began to grow. Children became families, families became tribes, and before long, the earth was filled with people once again. At that time, everyone in the world spoke the very same language. Every word was understood. Every conversation was effortless. No misunderstandings, no barriers. The entire human race could work together as one. As the generations multiplied, many people journeyed eastward until they came to a broad and fertile plain in the land later known as Babylonia. The land was wide. The rivers brought life. It seemed like the perfect place to build a future, so they settled there. Unlike the rocky lands found in many other regions, this plain had very little natural stone. Instead, its rich clay became one of its greatest resources. The people discovered they could shape the clay into bricks and harden them in powerful fires. To hold the bricks together, they used bitumen, a thick natural tar found in the region. For its time, it was remarkable engineering. Their knowledge grew. Their cities expanded. Their confidence increased. Then one day, someone proposed an ambitious idea.
Come, let's build a great city for ourselves and a tower that reaches into the sky,
they said. The people loved the idea. Thousands joined together. Bricks were shaped one after another. Kilns burned day and night. Workers carried heavy loads across the growing construction site. The sound of hammers echoed across the plain. The city grew larger. The tower climbed higher. But the tower itself was never the real problem. The Bible reveals something much deeper. The people said,
"This will make us famous and keep us from being scattered over the whole earth."
Their goal was not to honor God. Their goal was to glorify themselves. Instead of trusting God's plan, they wanted to build their own. Instead of spreading throughout the earth as God had intended after the flood, they chose to remain together, seeking security in their own achievements and greatness. Brick by brick, their pride rose as high as the tower they were building. Then, the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were constructing. The Bible isn't suggesting that God couldn't see it from heaven. Rather, it reminds us that no matter how great human achievements may seem to us, they are never beyond God's authority. The Lord saw not only the tower, but also the hearts of those building it. He said,
"Look, the people are united, and they all speak the same language. This is only the beginning of what they will do."
Unity itself was not the problem. Throughout Scripture, God delights in His people living and working together. The problem was the direction of their unity. Together, they were pursuing pride instead of obedience. So the Lord acted, not to destroy humanity, but to restrain its rebellion. He said,
"Come, let us go down and confuse their language, so they will not understand one another."
In an instant, everything changed.
多拿点砖来。
بالتأكيد هل أنت بكير؟
God confused their language.
Pass me another brick.
Huh? What are you doing? Qu'est-ce que tu as dit? Je ne comprends pas.
A foreman shouted instructions.
What?
Yet no one understood. Friends who had spoken together all their lives could no longer communicate. The atmosphere at the construction site became chaotic and confusing. They misunderstood each other. Families searched for those who still spoke their language. They no longer gave a thought to that tower of arrogance. Groups naturally gathered together with others they could understand. The once busy construction site fell silent. The work stopped. The tower was left unfinished. From that place, people spread across the earth. Different languages, different cultures, different nations, just as God had intended. The city became known as Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world, and from there He scattered humanity across the face of the earth. The story of Babel is not simply about a tower. It is about the human heart. It reminds us that talent without humility can become pride. Unity without God can lead people away from Him instead of toward Him. No matter how high humanity builds, true greatness is never found in making our own name famous. It is found in trusting and honoring the God who made us. For every tower built on human pride will eventually fall. But those who build their lives upon God stand on a foundation that will never be shaken.
Behind the giant walls of Susa, the world's ultimate power rested in the hands of one man, King Xerxes of Persia, who reigned over 127 provinces stretching from India to Ethiopia. But history isn't always written by kings or swords. Sometimes it is written by a courage born in silence. This is a story where a tough and brave woman saved thousands of lives of her people.
I often buy spices here.
Really?
Yes, they have the best spices in Susa, and they are not very expensive.
Beautiful daisies from my beautiful Hadassah, the little star who brightens this city.
My cousin Mordecai. I'm not a little girl anymore.
Oh, really? Since when? Last time I checked, you were still tripping over fruit baskets in the market.
That was only once. And only because the floor was slippery.
Of course. It was the floor's fault, not yours.
You always do this.
All right. I suppose that little girl has grown up now. Oh, come on, don't pout. Adults don't do that.
Cousin!
Hear ye! By order of King Xerxes, following the departure of Queen Vashti, the king seeks a new consort. All the most beautiful young women from across the land must be brought to the palace. I repeat, all the most beautiful young women from across the land must be brought to the palace.
Cousin, what happened?
Listen to me, Hadassah. They will take you to the palace. I want you to stay calm and listen very carefully, all right? From this moment on, your name is Esther. And one thing is most important. Never, to anyone, reveal that you are a Jew. Do you understand?
But how will I survive without you?
Hey, listen to me. The God of our ancestors never sleeps. He is always with you, Esther.
And then, the day finally arrived. From every corner of the kingdom, the most beautiful young women were brought to the palace for the grand selection. They all gathered there, standing before the king, ready for their moment.
What is your name, young lady?
I am your servant, Esther, your majesty.
No longer a servant, now you are the Queen of Persia. This event is so magnificent, isn't it?
The king and queen look so charming today.
They have gold and jewels there.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
That was the last time I went. I said, "Hey sir, didn't you see this sign?"
And then what did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just walked right past me.
Do not be afraid, Esther. The whole kingdom will love you, just as I love you.
The music here is so fun. It makes me want to dance.
Well then, let's dance with me.
I love to.
The music is really great.
Come on, move your body. Yes, just like that.
My people, nobles of Media and Persia, today, the darkness in this palace has vanished. I proclaim this day a tax holiday for all provinces. Rejoice for your queen, Queen Esther.
To the King and Queen Esther! To the King and Queen Esther!
How dare you? All of Persia bows before Haman the Agagite. Who are you to defy the king's command to honor me?
I am Mordecai, a Jew, and I bow only to my God.
Punishing one man for such arrogance is too cheap. I will wipe this entire race of rats from the face of the earth. Great King, there is a certain people scattered throughout your provinces. Their laws are different from ours. They do not obey the king's decrees. It is not right to let these pests live. Grant permission to destroy them, and I will put 10,000 large sacks of silver to the government administrators to be deposited in the royal treasury.
Keep the money. Do with these people as you see fit.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. Your cousin, Mordecai, he sent this scroll. Haman has issued a decree. In the month of Adar, all Jews are to be destroyed, men, women, and children. Your Majesty, your cousin begs you to go before the king and plead for mercy for your people.
Hathak, you know the law, right? Anyone who enters the king's inner court without being summoned is put to death. Unless the king holds out his golden scepter. It has been 30 days since the king last called for me. If I go in, I am delivering myself to my own death.
Don't think for a moment that because you're in the palace, you will escape when all other Jews are killed. If you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief for the Jews will arise from some other place, but you and your relatives will die. Who knows if perhaps you were made queen for just such a time as this?
Hathak, gather all the Jews in Susa. Fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days and 3 nights. I and my attendants will do the same. After that, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, let me perish.
What is it, Queen Esther? What is your request? Even up to half the kingdom it shall be given to you.
If it pleases the king, I beg that the king and Haman come together to a banquet I have prepared.
Oh, so you still remember that moment?
Of course. It was the moment I held all of Persia in the palm of my hand. Imagine, the Queen invited only me and the King. I am on top of the world. But all this honor means nothing, as long as I see that Jew Mordecai sitting at the king's gate.
Oh, you know that Jew Mordecai is just an ordinary man who can do nothing. Don't mind him.
But my life will never be at peace as long as I still see his face in this world. I don't even want to breathe the same air as him.
Well, well, well. Of course. Foolish Mordecai. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror while wearing those robes of honor?
What do you mean?
I mean, you have power and strength that not just anyone possesses. And you have something that perhaps only you have. Look. You are the one closest to the king and his most trusted advisor. And you know what? The king's trust is something not just anyone can get, and you have that special privilege.
So, what should I do now?
Build a gallows 50 cubits high. Tomorrow morning, ask the king to have Mordecai hanged on it.
Attendant, bring the book of the Chronicles of the Kingdom. Read to me until I fall asleep.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Let's see. The 3rd year of the reign reports on the grain harvest in Susa.
Skip that. Something more recent.
Very well, sire. Here is an entry from the court logs. Regarding the security breach at the Golden Gate, 2 of the king's chamberlains, Bigthana and Teresh, who guarded the threshold, became angry and plotted to lay hands on King Xerxes.
I remember those 2. Nasty tempers.
The conspiracy was discovered by a man named Mordecai, who sat at the king's gate. He informed Queen Esther, who then notified the king in Mordecai's name. An investigation was held, the truth was found, and the 2 conspirators were, well, they were hanged on the gallows. And the event...
Stop! Stay right there!
Sire? Did I read it too loudly?
No. You said Mordecai once reported a plot to assassinate me. What honor or recognition has been given to him for this service?
Nothing has been done for him, Your Majesty.
Excuse me, Your Majesty.
Haman. Perfect timing. What should be done for the man the king delights to honor?
Rob him in a royal robe, set him on the king's own horse, and have a most noble prince lead the horse through the city streets, proclaiming his praise.
A brilliant idea. Do exactly as you have said. For Mordecai the Jew. Do not neglect a single detail.
Of course, Your Majesty. This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor.
Well, my dear Esther, tell me, what is your request? Half the kingdom shall be yours.
If I have found favor in the king's sight, I beg for my life and the lives of my people. For we have been sold to be destroyed, killed, and annihilated. If we had merely been sold as slaves, I would have kept silent. But this enemy plans total extermination.
Who is he? Where is the man who dares to plot such a foul thing in his heart? To target my queen?
The adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
Your Majesty, I beg of you, do not punish me. Please, hear my explanation first. Everything I have done was for the sake of this land, for the sake of the king, for the sake of the queen, and for everyone in the lands of Persia and Media. I believe that everyone must be subject to the laws and decrees of the kingdom. I am not at fault if my only desire is to uphold the law so that all people obey the king's command.
If that is so, then you must also obey the king's command that a man such as yourself must be punished, must you not?
Your Majesty the Queen, please understand. Please don't punish me.
Enough! Take him away.
Please, I'm innocent. Let me go, you stupid men. Don't you know who I am? How dare you? Let me go!
Your Majesty, a man has built a gallows 50 cubits high at his house, which he prepared for Mordecai, the king's hero.
Hang Hammon on it.
The king's signet ring passed to the hand of Mordecai. A new decree was written, granting the Jews the right to defend themselves. The day that was meant for their destruction turned into a day of great victory. The entire province rejoiced. Finally, the justice they had fought for through so much pain and suffering had been served. Cheers and tears of joy filled the atmosphere throughout the entire city. The sound of victory echoed all the time, celebrating the ideals they had been fighting for all this while. An orphan girl became the star that saved her nation, proving that sometimes the greatest courage isn't measured by how strong one is, but by one's willingness to step forward when the world needs it most. Imagine a world without land, only water as far as the eye can see. But in the midst of that apocalypse, there is a wooden house holding all the hope of life. How did one family and thousands of animals survive the greatest storm in history?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. I'm very hungry and don't have any money. Could you possibly spare a bit of flatbread? Just a small piece.
Look, I'm trying to run a business here. I can't just give food away for free. Move on! You're blocking the way!
Please, just a little bit. I haven't had anything to eat since yesterday.
Not my problem. Go on, get out of here before I lose my temper. Go, and never come back here, stupid old lady.
Wait, don't go. Here, I've got a bread and some water for you. Please, take it.
Oh, are you sure? That's so kind of you. Thank you so much.
It's really no trouble at all. I'm happy to help you.
Thank you, dear. I really mean it. I hope something wonderful happens to you and your family. You're a good person.
Amen. God bless you too. Take care of yourself.
Please, sir, just give us a little more time. I promise we'll pay you back every penny.
No! You've said that 1,000 times already. I'm fed up with your excuses. Men, take the daughter.
What? No.
Please, not her!
Please don't take my daughter. Have mercy on us.
Mom, help me!
My daughter!
Let go of my daughter!
Please, no! No!
A world once created in absolute goodness and perfection is now stained and scarred. Humanity has been blinded by wealth and worldly desires. The poor scramble for coins just to afford a meal, while the rich are consumed by greed and arrogance. Violence has become a daily staple. People no longer listen to their conscience. Instead, they give themselves entirely to the whispers of sin. High above, leaders indulge in endless riches and lust. The world is now drowning in passion and suffering. In that era, mankind had become deeply defiled. They even offered worship to idols, statues that could not so much as touch the offerings laid before them.
Good morning, sister. Sorry I woke up late.
Good morning. It's okay.
Are you making bread? Can I help you?
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. I can do it myself. Maybe you can go to Sim's wife next door. Maybe she needs a help.
Oh, okay. I'll go see her.
All right. See you.
Good morning, sister. Where are the men?
Oh, hi, good morning. They've been going to town with Mother since this morning.
Oh, really? What about father?
I don't know. Maybe he went to the mountains to pray.
Okay. By the way, is there anything I can help you with?
I haven't made any side dishes yet. Can you make them?
Sure, I'll make them.
Thank you.
Noah, I have seen the end of all flesh. The earth is filled with violence because of them. I will destroy them along with the earth.
The whole world, Lord. Oh, Lord, have mercy. What about my family?
Out of his profound love for his faithful servants, God commanded Noah to build an ark so that he and his family would find safety within its walls when the great flood arrived.
Everyone, let's take a break and have lunch together.
However, the entire city began to gossip about him. They mocked Noah, calling him a madman.
Hey, aren't you the family of that crazy Noah?
Good afternoon. Yes, Noah is my husband. My husband is not crazy. This is a command from God. A great flood is coming. I hope God touches your heart and asks you to repent soon. See you later.
What is she talking about?
Father, we have been building this for decades. My friends mock us every day, and the people in the market throw rotten tomatoes at me.
Does this rain really exist?
My son, nothing is impossible for God. Our task is simply to do what the Lord commanded us, for only with His help shall we be saved.
This isn't just about building a ship. It's about building faith on parched ground. Now, the Ark of the Covenant has been completed. The day is fast approaching, the day when water will cleanse the world of the stains of sin. Only those who believe will be saved.
Hey Noah, nice ship, but where's the sea? Are you planning to sail on sand?
The rain is coming, my friend. The Creator never lies.
Yet the people still refuse to believe him. Their hearts are as hard as stone.
Noah, why are you building a building in the middle of a desert like this? If you need money, just sell this wood to me for party fuel. The day is coming when the water will cover your heads. Repent. Leave your violence behind. You sound like someone who is drunk on wine.
Repent, everyone! The door is still open. Come in.
Our Creator does not want you to perish. Noah, look at this sun. This land has been thirsty for years, and you speak of a flood? You've gone mad. What kind of liquor has scrambled your brain?
Noah was humiliated by the townspeople, yet he knew that God was with him. It wasn't Noah who called them. It was an instinct planted by He who created them. Even in those final moments, not a single soul among them repented. They continued to jeer at Noah and his family from outside the ark. Nevertheless, the hearts of Noah's family remained steadfast, clinging firmly to his promise.
I heard them screaming. I heard the sound of the storm and the flood.
Oh Lord, have mercy on us.
The rain fell in a torrential downpour. and the earth surged with water for 40 days and 40 nights without ceasing.
Is there anyone left alive besides us?
Only those within his protection.
Noah's Ark floated upon the surface of the great flood. The waters dominated the earth, submerging even the highest mountain peaks. Noah's Ark finally came to rest upon the mountains of Ararat. The old world is gone. Now a new chapter begins. Not with violence, but with a covenant.
This is the sign of my covenant. As long as the earth remains, never again shall there be a flood to destroy everything. This rainbow is my promise to you.
Sin has been washed away by water. Humanity is given a second chance, and every time a rainbow appears in the sky, it is a sign that, after even the most violent storm, he is always faithful to his promise. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a time before clocks ticked. There was only silence. Dark, like a giant black canvas waiting for the painter's touch. Before words, before time, even before, there was only a bottomless abyss. Philosophers call it tohu wa bohu. We call it a void. Only darkness, thick and limitless churning waters. And above it all, a presence, a spirit, waiting. Then, the idea appeared. The brightest idea of all time. An unstoppable will. A command to bring order.
Let there be light.
And just like that, darkness retreated. The light was warm. The light was good. It danced, separating itself from the shadows. Day and night. The universe's first cycle established. Day 1, complete. Then, day 2. Everything was still soaking wet. Water was everywhere. Water above, water below. We needed room to breathe.
Let there be a firmament to separate water from water.
He stretched out the sky like a giant blue curtain, separating the oceans below and soft clouds above. The world's roof is in place. Beautiful, isn't it? But still no place to stand. Only blue as far as the eye could see.
Waters, gather together. Let dry land appear.
And boom! Continents rose to the surface. Mountains towered high, greeting the sky. So magical. But all the colors was just brown. The Creator had another idea.
Let the earth bring forth grass, plants, and fruit trees.
In an instant, the world turned green. Flowers bloomed, fruits ripened. The earth is dressed up beautifully now. The stage is decorated, but the orchestra isn't complete yet. Day and night need directors. We need timekeepers.
Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens.
One big golden lamp for the day. One soft silver lamp for the night. And billions of tiny diamonds, the stars, to keep us company while we dream. Now, the universe has its own wall clock. The house is ready, but it's too quiet. Time to invite the residents.
Let the waters teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth.
The sea suddenly became crowded. Little fish, giant whales spouting water, splash, and a flock of eager dolphins. Hello, Dory and Mr. Marlin. Hi, Turtle. And up there, the sky full of wings and songs. Finally, this world has its own music. One more day to perfect everything. The land.
Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds.
Look at them. Majestic, funny, furry, scaly, all living in peace. But the Creator saved his best work for last, his masterpiece.
Let us make man in our image.
Humans, made with his own hands, given his own breath. Not just to live, but to look after this beautiful garden. Like the other creations, man needed a companion so as not to be lonely in this vast universe. So God the Almighty created a woman. They were given majesty, given a mission. To tend the most beautiful garden in the world, Eden. God has so much love for his masterpiece, human, his most perfect creation. He ordered them to become leaders over the earth and everything in it, and ordered them to fill the earth with their children and grandchildren. 6 days full of magic. The painting was finished. A work of art that was the most intricate, the most vast, and the most beautiful. The Creator looked at everything he had made. Colors, sounds, life.
It is all good. Very good.
So, on the 7th day, he smiled and rested. He made that day special, a reminder that the most beautiful things begin with a hope. Eden is now but a fading memory. Life outside those golden gates is not easy. The earth no longer gives its fruit freely. This is a story about the life of mankind after being cast out of the Garden of Eden. Once, everything they desired was within reach. They had only to pluck the fruit and eat. But now, they must toil and struggle to put food upon the table. Man must sweat, struggle, and dream. Adam and Eve no longer walk upon gold, but upon dust.
Darling! Let's have lunch together.
Yet in this harsh land, they built something new. A family. But in the midst of dust and thorns, love was born. Cain, the eldest, a hard worker who conquered the earth. And Abel, the younger, the gentle soul who watched over the flocks.
Why won't you grow? I've given you the best of everything I have. Look at him, while I have to risk my life against these cursed thorns.
Brother, rest for a moment. Mother has prepared food for us. Look at the sky. The colours are so beautiful today.
Beauty doesn't fill your stomach, Abel. Hard work does. Go back to your sheep. I still have work to finish.
My sons, remember what I told you. Everything we have belongs to Him. Tomorrow we shall bring our offerings of thanks. Give your very best, for He is the giver of life.
Abel chose the firstborn of his flock, the most perfect of all, without a single blemish, to offer unto the Lord. Meanwhile, Cain took some of the fruit of the soil as an offering to God. The depiction of Cain mixing his harvest with spoiled produce in this animation is not explicitly stated in the Bible. This portrayal is an artistic interpretation based on perspectives and teachings held by some, and is used to convey the moral message of the story of Cain and Abel. Viewers are encouraged to distinguish between the biblical text and visual interpretation presented in this animation. Now the time had come. The altar of sacrifice was prepared. It was not about the amount. It was not about the kind. It was about the heart that brought it. A glorious, divine light beamed down from the heavens, filling Abel's altar. The Lord chose Abel's offering.
Cain, why is your heart so angry? Why do you look so dejected? You will be accepted if you do what is right. But if you refuse to do what is right, then watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to control you. But you must subdue it and be its master.
Cain's heart was consumed by jealousy and disappointment. He could not accept the fact that his offering had not been chosen by God.
Abel, come with me to the field. I want to show you something special.
Of course, brother. I'm glad we can talk.
Oh, yeah. I'm also glad we can talk.
this is so beautiful. Brother, come look at this. I've never been here before. Why didn't you take me here earlier? God's love for us is truly so great.
Cain, where is Abel, your brother?
I don't know. Am I supposed to watch my brother all the time? Am I my brother's guardian?
What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are cursed and banished from the ground, which has swallowed your brother's blood. No longer will the ground yield good crops for you, no matter how hard you work. From now on, you will be a homeless wanderer on the earth.
My punishment is too great. Anyone who meets me will kill me.
No, for I will give a sevenfold punishment to anyone who kills you.
The Lord set a mark upon his forehead as a sign of protection, so that no one would slay him. Even after all that Cain had done, God still cared for him. And there lay Abel's cold, lifeless body, amidst his parents' tears as they fell upon the earth. Death had arrived. Sin had taken its victim. But the Creator never truly left. The world may be full of shadows, but the light will always find a way back. The adventure of mankind has only just begun.
Hey, before you go, like, comment, share, and subscribe.